Good morning, students. Today we are going to do the poem How to Tell Wild Animals, written by Carolyn Wells. Carolyn Wells was born on June 18, 1862, in the United States, and she left for her heavenly abode in 1942. She was an American writer and remembered for her popular mysteries, children's books, and humorous verse. Her light-hearted poetry writing was aimed primarily at children. She wrote for almost 40 years, and she was a frequent contributor of nonsense verse and whimsical pieces to such little magazines as The Lark, The Chapbook, The Philistine, and her books include a nonsense anthology, the Book of Humorous Verse, the Book of Limericks, Horror House, Murder in the Bookshop, etc. This poem, How to Tell Wild Animals, is a humorous poem in which the poetess tells us how we may identify different wild animals. The first stanza. If ever you should go by chance to jungle in the east, and if there should do you advance a large and tawny beast, if he roars at you as you are dying, you will know it is the Asian lion. So here in the first stanza, the poetess is trying to tell its reader how they can recognize various animals in the jungles of the east. So in the first stanza, she says that if the reader comes across an animal whose skin is like here the word is written that tawny, it is written here tawny beast. Tawny means yellowish in color. So the tawny skin, so it means the yellow color skin of the animal. So it is very difficult to identify that animal. So here, if it roars at him so strongly that he can die out of fear, so it means that he has encountered an Asian lion. She has humorously explained the Asian lions, which could kill a person with its roar. Now, student, let's find out the literary devices in this stanza. So here you can see that there is a continuation. We did in other poems also, the dust of snow, fire and ice, and enjambment. So continuation of a sentence. If ever you should go by chance, it goes and continue till the next one. So here the poet says that if this is the example of a enjambment, and here, like, see here, we don't write down sentences this way, if there should to you advance. So this kind of poetic license where the poet can make any sentence, so change in the format of a sentence is known as inversion. It is known as inversion. And here in this line, you should go, should to you roars. So here, so here in this roars, you, it is all these all are examples of assonance. And here the poetess has compared the lion, means has simply said that reference to a famous, it's not a common lion, it is an Asian lion. So reference to a famous thing, place or species of animal, etc., Asian lion. So such kind of literary device where a comparison is or title is given to a common thing, like a lion is called an Asian lion, so it is an illusion. So now let's find the rhyme scheme. Chance is rhyming with advance. East, beast, dying, dine and lion. Here it is a poetic license. Instead of write down dying, to rhyme it with lion, the poetess has used dine, lion. So rhyme scheme of this stanza is A, B, C, C. Now let's do the second stanza. Or if some time when roaming round, a noble wild beast greets you with black stripes on a yellow ground, just notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. So here, first of all, noble. Somebody is noble means belong. Maybe he belongs to an aristocratic family or high born or very a, a person who has a status in the society. So here, the Bengal tiger to discern, you can recognize. Discern means you can recognize. So she explains that an animal that roams in the jungle and belongs to a royal clan means royal family, so it is none other than a Bengal tiger. And second thing to identify is that the colors of its skin is yellowish with black stripe. She says that if you notice that he kills you and eats you up, then this means you have surely seen a Bengal tiger. This time also, she has used dark humorous to explain how a tiger looks like, because once a person has been eaten up by a wild animal, there is no use in determining which wild animal it is. So here, she has very beautifully explained how you can identify, and humorously, how you can identify Bengal tiger. Now let's find out the poetic devices here. Here, first of all, like here in this one, roaming round, like roaming round, rr sound, it is, then it is example of alliteration. And then again here, change in the format of a sentence, the Bengal tiger to discern. So again means when sentence, we don't write down sentences this way, so change in the format of a sentence is inversion. And again, this tiger is given the title, famous title is given to him, like he's not a common tiger, he's a Bengal tiger. So this is called illusion. So this is called illusion. And now again, the vowel sound o is repeated. The vowel sound o is repeated here when you say, or if some time when roaming round, or if some time when roaming round, some o, roaming o, round o. So repeat means when in few words vowel sound is same, so that is called assonance. So rhyme scheme is here again, like if for this stanza again, round and ground, you, and learn discern, then a b. So a b b, and this is c c. So in the whole poem the same rhyme scheme goes on. Now, if strolling forth, a beast you view, whose hide with sports is peppered, as soon as he has leapt on you, you will know it is the leopard. 'Twill do no good to roar with pain. He will only lap and lap again. So strolling, if strolling forth means walking casually, if you're walking casually, and the poet says that if you're casually walking in a jungle, you will meet an animal whose skin is peppered. Here, peppered means here spots, which has spots on it. So as soon as he leapt on you, as soon as leapt means here he is again a misspelled. It is not the spelling of leapt, so it is a poetic license here. Leapt means jump on you. So the poet says that the animal is so fast that it will leap on you at once, which means that it will jump on you. So this jumping is an indication that it is none other than the leopard. Moreover, she adds that if you will cry out in pain, it is not going to be of any use, at it will keep on jumping on you. So in this stanza, the poet has explained the characteristic of a leopard, means what is the way, how does a leopard attack on its prey. So here, let's find out the poetic devices here. So again, alliteration in the beginning of the two words, like here, her H sound is being repeated. Here you can see that. And now poetic license. As I said you that leap spelling is leap, leapt, leapt, but the poet has just used this spelling. So a liberty to the poet to change the spellings in order to create rhyme or rhythm in a poem. So use of leapt instead of leapt. So this is called poetic license. So again, a repetition, the word like lep and lep is repeated again and again. So this is repetition. And then here we have again assonance. Assonance is here when he say use of the vowel sound o, like strolling forth, strolling o, fourth o, u o. So o sound is being repeated here in the same line. So this is called assonance. And again here the rhyme scheme, view you, peppered, leopard, pain, gain. Now in the fourth stanza, if when you are walking round your yard, you meet a creature there who hugs you very, very hard, be sure it is a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he will give you just one more caress. So here yard, yard means a background, or the a backyard or the lawn area of your house. Caress means here a gentle touch. So here if you're walking in the lawn area of your house and you meet a creature which hugs you tightly, then it is none other than a bear. So further, the poet says that if you are still in a doubt regarding the animal, the easiest way is that He will keep hugging and touching you very gently. This act of his will make you sure about its identity. So you will come to know that it is a bear. Now, the poetic devices in this stanza. Here again, the continuation of the first sentence, like if when you are walking around your yard, you meet a creature there. So this is a enjambment. And then again, alliteration, when walking. When walking, W sound is there. Who hugs? Who? Here it is here, who, her sound. It is not W sound. Who is giving the sound of her? Who hugs? This is again example of alliteration. And then be bear. Be bear. B sound is there. So this is again example of alliterations. And assonance is there, as I already told you, that when in a few words the send any letter in the word is a vowel sound, is known as assonance. So meet a creature there. So meet a creature, meet E sound, creature, E sound there, E sound is there. Now let's do the next stanza, fifth. Though to distinguish beast of prey, a novice might nonplus. The crocodile you might, the crocodile you always may tell from the hyenas thus. Hyenas come with merry smiles, but if they weep, they are crocodile. So here, though to distinguish, if you want to differentiate between beast, how to identify. So beast of prey means here, beast of prey, any animal that hunts other animals for food, beast of prey. So novice, someone who is new to, novice means someone who is new to a job, nonplus, completely confused. So the poet says that for someone who is new to the job of recognizing animals, like we common people, we don't know which animal looks like what are the characteristics of the animal. So there is a very, there are a few tricks the poetess has told how to we can recognize. So she says further that it will be like a puzzle to recognize animals that hunt other animals for their food. So here the poet tries to help out the readers by telling the difference between two animals. So those two animals are here, crocodiles and hyena. She says that hyenas will be smiling, whereas if it is a crocodile, it is always in tears. It is said that when crocodile eats its food, so tears automatically comes out from rolls down from his eyes. And the same way, hyena has a natural smiley face, but it doesn't mean that he is smiling. So these two creatures characteristics can easily help you to identify them. But both of these animals are quite dangerous. So the true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of thing. He hasn't any ears at all and not a single wing. If there is nothing on the tree, it's chameleon you see. So the poet says that the next is chameleon, which is small creature. It looks like a lizard, but the difference between the two is that chameleon doesn't have ears and wings. Moreover, she says that chameleon has the ability to change its color according to the surface on which it is sitting. So therefore, if you see a tree and find nothing else on it, then it must be a chameleon sitting on it. It has changed its color into the color of a tree. So the rhyme scheme here, students, we will find the rhyme scheme here. So rhyme scheme here is like small, all. Small is rhyming with all. Thing, wing, tree, see. Again, A, B, A, B, C, C. And alliteration here, he hasn't. He hasn't. Her sound is there. Alliteration, consonant, single wing. Like earlier we did assonance. We were looking for vowel sound. And if there is a consonant sound means if a consonant is repeated in a word, in few words, it is known as consonance. So the poetess has very beautifully describes how we can identify the wild animals. So what is the central idea of the poem? So the poem, How to Tell Wild Animals by Carolyn Wells, revolves around the dangerous ways to identify the wild animals. The poet tries to distinguish one animal from the other in a humorous way. The poet suggests that it's very risky to be in such a close proximity to these wild beasts. I hope students, you all have understood this poem very well. Thank you, students.